I do think that that makes our group a useful guide for whether a game is good. Because, like, for me, I need the rules. I forget what you said, Mark, for them to like collapse or fade
Oh yeah,
or
to grade.
degrade.
Oh
Because I'm
yeah.
gonna forget
Elegantly.
pieces, and Heath will know everything because he read every bit.
But I still get lazy because I know I expect Mark to know everything.
It's
So
true. He has encouraged deep laziness in
yeah,
all of us.
I usually
Like
like
that a
try
lot.
to read it all, so I've at least read it once. But then I'm like,
Hmm.
I should if I really wanted to get to know it, I should read it some more. I'm like, nah, Mark will know it.
But yeah, I played this earlier this week and it is quite good. And Avery ran it for us or facilitated it for us. So yeah, what is it? It's Going for Broke. Going for Broke is a fast-paced sitcom role-playing game about a collective house scrambling to get enough money together, designed for easy learning and fast-paced play. Basically, we are all. This is the pilot episode of a sitcom where we are all living in a house together, and we do wacky stuff, and the it lasts maybe an hour or so. um, see, everyone plays as roommates. There's no GM. Um, we know how to frame scenes and we know how to not be funny. Uh, so yeah, there's a folder that I linked in Discord of the cards, who we are. Um, and I'm just gonna, I'm actually gonna share, I think. Here we are. Mm, we can let's see, how do I share a screen? Business, business, business. There we go. Look at that rules. That's that one. Can you see? Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the one I want. Maybe. Why don't I? Yeah, okay, cool. Finder, keeper. There we go. Can you see Rona?
Weeper.
Yeah.
All right. So we are each going to pick one of these characters. There are a few of them.
12 to be
Basically
precise.
12.
I
Uh,
know because I'm gonna roll a die.
each
Hmm.
character
So like,
has a picture, a name, a moniker, things that they do, a secret, and then a dichotomy they have at the bottom, and that'll be like one of the things we decide during the episode. What are they? So, for
Oh, okay.
example, Kona is a queer memorialist heartbreaker. They and are they profound or just pretty? Let's see. Can I switch? No, I can't. Ugh, come on. All right. Everyone, look at my cool desktop. There we go. Charlie.
You're amazing.
There's so many things on my desktop. It's so bad. Nothing's there. Charlie is a political pirate radio DJ, and we want to find out if he is all chill or no chill. We have Hush, the hip hop artist, custom car dealer. Is she a baddie or a baby? We got Salem, legal advocate cam girl. Is Salem total chaos or total control? Bruce, homebrew and horror movies. Is Bruce a maverick or a wallflower? Parisa, part-time waitress, full-time Scorpio. Is Parisa a loyal friend or a bitter foe? Ben, problem solver on parole. Super weird or just old? Tyler, they run their shelter staff and run a zine distro. Are they a sweetheart or a sucker? Liam, motorbike himbo, overestimated or underestimated. Beth, who I played last time, pro thrifter, amateur microphysicist, classy or crude. Spoiler alert, crude.
Wait,
Uh,
are we by the end deciding which of these we are by how we play, or
yeah, and
okay,
I'll talk
cool.
about that after we pick.
It doesn't.
Um,
Yeah.
Sarah, union organizer or slam poet. I think Meg is our last one. Tarot reader, Derby girl.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and Farah, building up or burning out. I believe that is it for us. So those are linked in the folder in Discord if you want to look through them more. Does anyone stand out to anyone at all?
Oh my God. Which
Oh,
one is number 8?
Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce? Oh my God.
I think a lot of them. I think
One.
Charlie, the political pirate radio DJ, jumped out at me.
Yes.
I think Tyler is our number 8, right? 9,
Okay.
10, 11, 12. Yeah, Tyler's number 8.
Oh,
Or eight on the oh, the not file number 8, because there's 2 ones that are the rules.
okay.
I'm not picky though. I was just gonna roll randomly.
You want to take Tyler?
Yeah, I'll take Tyler
Cool. If you would
unless Peter wants it.
I was looking at let's see, Harissa, part-time waitress, full-time Scorpio.
yes,
Yes.
fantastic.
And Mark, you're a character too?
Yes, yeah, we're all characters. Did Heath pick one?
Yeah, I think
Tyler.
I was gonna go with Charlie, the political
Charlie.
pirate
Charlie.
radio DJ.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go with Bruce this time.
Oh my God. Horror
Fantastic.
movie podcaster.
Yeah. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. And no, I don't want to end. Did I stop sharing?
I want to hate Bruce, but he seems like he might actually be a cool guy.
We'll find out. So I'm going to set my background to Bruce so everyone can see who he is.
Oh, that makes sense.
Going
That's crazy talk.
I know. Going broke.
Going for broke.
Go for Bruce.
Something broke.
Bro.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we will have a theme song. There we go.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh no, it's inverted. How do I invert it?
Not inverted for me.
Not for me.
Oh, it's inverted for me.
Do you have yours
Unless you just have
mirrored?
mirroring.
I guess I must do, yeah. How do I change that?
What am I, number
Video
10?
settings, I guess. Mirror my video. There,
that's
I'm
mirrored.
unmirrored
I'm
now.
not mirrored. Okay. I had to check. Am I mirrored? No, I'm not.
Oh, this is gonna be like being drunk. I'm going the wrong way on the screen.
Like airplane.
Okay.
So the other things on our roommates here are the tendencies. Here we are. The tendencies. You tend to do this thing and that thing. So I tend to incorrectly explain something I don't really understand and accidentally solve a completely unrelated problem. I have a big secret. I've been covering someone's rent for months, and at some point we'll find out if I'm a maverick or a wallflower. So those are like the 2 fast food questions. And yeah, something. So yay, there's Tyler. So
Figured it out.
we'll just there's a bunch of episodes we can choose from. I'm just going to choose The Rent because that's the kind of standard default starter pilot episode. That's what it's called. So the episode guide for this time is The Rent. Brittany bails 3 days before rent is due. How will the house pay her share? What will happen to the room? Will someone try to track her down? That is our thing. Let me copy paste that into chat. Great. So we technically need coins to flip. I'm sure we can find some way to do that online. So this is a sitcom. There's a formula. I will I think there it is. Where is it? Oh, it's in the other one. Great. So basically this is how the episode works. Let me find my other going for broke side by side ping. There we go. Yeah, so every episode starts off with there's a huge expense that we have to figure out. We argue about it a little bit. Then there's the opening credits. We split into A plot and B plot. Basically, like during the beginning part, we think of 2 different ways to solve that problem, and then we split off into groups that try to solve that problem. One of them will succeed, the other one will fail, and at the end they kind of cancel each other out, and we're back to being broke ass. We establish that, we name the song, the opening thing, then we start doing scenes. The scenes can be pretty short. Basically, during the scenes, we want to talk about the obstacles we encountered in following our plan. And at some point, we're going to unlock our coin. And you do that by kind of answering your question for the episode. It doesn't have to be that character's personality forever, but this episode, this person's going to be this or that. And you pretty much get to decide that. Once your coin is unlocked, you can then use it in future scenes to resolve your plot. You only need to unlock it once. Basically, once the A plot and B plot are going and you're involved in it and you have your coin unlocked, you can attempt to resolve the plot. That means taking some sort of useful action that could conceivably make the plot succeed. Then you flip your coin. If it's head, the plot succeeds. On tails, the plot twists. And if you get a tails a second time, it fails. There's an optional rule called stealing the win. So theoretically, rules like that, we could resolve the episode in one coin flip. The stealing the win mechanic is nice, I think, because if the first team wins, the second team gets to do something to try and steal it. And so they do their thing. If they flip ahead, they steal it. Otherwise, they fail. So we're going to have maximum like 3 coin flips.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, and then once the success is inevitable, we do a couple little scenes, and then resolve it and go back to reset back to 0. Barely get by. Yeah, should run an hour-ish, but that's about it. Pretty light, pretty straightforward. Any questions?
If we play with the optional rule, I was reading it. I think it's technically if the first team rolls the tails, they would twist. If the second team rolls the tails, it's not an automatic fail. It's another twist.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, the third one would be the decider in that case.
Yeah.
I felt it was outlined all the difference. Like it could be, win lose or twist win or twist lose. It's like whoa. It took me a minute to get my head around it.
Cool. I'll copy paste that. The one page of rules into chat as well.
And something I thought worth noting, because I know us and we're all good game players, but it did specifically say like, don't like be afraid to use your coin, or like it's fine if you like if you solve your question earlier, like it can happen real quick. So don't. I know a lot of us would have that urge they talk about to be like, oh, it's too early in the story. We don't want to.
Yeah, we gotta let it go. Like,
yeah.
no, we don't.
No, that's not how this game works.
22 minutes set down. We can make it go fast.
Oh, that's good to know.
So
they're like, don't be afraid to be the first one to flip your coin. Don't be afraid to be like, I use this to solve the scene.
done. Cool. Want to do like an establishing shot for each character? Just kind of like say like how we see you first, and what you're doing. If anyone has a hit.
Yeah, I think Charlie's just like Charlie's sitting at the table, just shaking his head, going like, I told y'all. How many times have I told y'all that this is why we need to like all contribute double rent so that we have a kitty accrued so that if somebody bails on the rent, we're not left totally screwed, but we have this little emergency rent fund that'll keep us going for another month. But no, nobody wanted to pay double rent. That's cool. I'm just saying, I told y'all how many times.
I think Tyler like kind of rushes in. Oh, sorry guys, I'm late. There was another mother cat giving birth and I had to go help. Oh, what did I miss?
Charlie wants us all to pay double rent again.
Again? We had consensus.
Yeah. And double rent is onerous for some people sometimes.
Well, you know, but how onerous is it now when we find ourselves with Brittany bailing, and now how are we going to pay the rent?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we see Parisa at her job, like handing off like rapid fire a series of very complicated cafe orders to each person. Your usual half cap caramel, no latte, and furious art, just like turning everything around. And then her phone buzzes and she picks it up silently and then turns to her coworker. House crisis, gotta go. Like hands him the towel. Walks past the customers who are like, what's going on? And goes out and hops on an e-bike heading towards the house.
Bruce, if you need to borrow the funds, I know that your homebrew business isn't like still getting its feet under itself. Like,
I mean, it's less of a business and more of a calling, I guess. I think Blood Moon Brews is gonna take off on its own. I don't need to do any marketing or hustle or anything. This is for people who really care about like the real stuff. Besides,
I know, and I love your
I-
passion.
I don't suppose you could like brew up a big batch real fast, could you?
fast. It's not Budweiser.
Like a limited edition
I mean,
batch.
it would take a little while to brew. It's like weeks at least.
If you had more people helping you, would it take less time?
Can 9 women have a baby in a month?
I don't. It feels like cats can.
Oh
Laugh track.
God.
No.
Parisa joins the group and just kind of slumps down in a seat and just says, Brittany.
Brittany.
I told
she
y'all
left-
I had a
she left
bad
this
feeling about
note
Brittany from
here.
the beginning.
I'm sorry.
When we had the interview, I said I don't feel good about Brittany, and y'all said, "Oh, we need a roommate. Let's just
You
go
should have
with
said
it."
something.
When she was at the shelter, she seemed like she really had a good head on her shoulders, and
More
Yeah, but
precisely, I said, bad feeling about this. We don't have another choice. For the record.
yeah, she was the only one available.
Yeah,
He'd
that's
had
true.
5 jobs in the past 2 months.
That's a
That's
lot
why
of
it's complicated.
jobs. That shows ambition.
You did not have them at the same time. You are correct. Yeah, they were in a sequence.
It's hard to
I
get
see it
5
now.
jobs.
You know what? You guys might be right. Maybe Brittany was trouble. Maybe I'm reconsidering my initial analysis. And you know what? There were some red flags at the shelter.
It is a learning moment right here. That's what this is. Next time we're interviewing a potential roommate, see, just remember this moment of revelation that you're having.
That feels like
think
it should be soon, right?
I think I should do the
You know
interviews.
what? Oh, sorry.
I said, I think I should do the interviews.
That is a community activity. Everybody needs to be in on the interviews.
Might be best to have others. Okay, so I know that this really sucks. But what if this is the best thing that ever happened to us?
How?
What if this is the opportunity for us to finally get Bruce's homebrew business off the ground?
We could have like an open house or something, and I could showcase the bottles that I've made that will potentially, they could be like a Kickstarter thing. Like people can buy empty bottles with the promise of them being filled up later on.
Like a Kickstarter for beer.
Yep, only for rent.
And I can make zines I know you don't like marketing, but if they were purely informative,
Hmm.
then they would not be marketing.
As long as they were horror themed, that's okay.
Well, yeah, sure.
How do we
Just
feel
no
about
blood, no guts.
tracking down Brittany and making her pay?
You mean like pay money or like making her pay?
The money would be the more useful option because revenge
Guys,
ain't gonna pay the rent.
she's probably having an even harder time than us right now. Like, think of how alone she must feel right now. And we have each other.
Lisa just smiles a little smile at that.
Well, only for a different reason.
Yeah.
Walking by herself alone through the woods at night.
Alone by yourself.
Well, it sounds like you two have a plan to shake her down. And we will start putting together this fundraiser, I guess.
Yeah, well, good luck with that, because I don't know. Yeah, you just said you better kind of keep it on the down low, because I don't even know. That's skirting on the line of like selling alcohol without a license right there.
I'm selling bottles without a license. No one can bust me for that.
Yeah, but you're promising future alcohol, so I'm not sure how that works.
That sounds like a future problem then.
Yeah, I'm with you, Parissa. I think we just look. Brittany signed a lease and owes us next month's rent because there's clearly a 30-day notice policy in the lease, and her signature is on it.
Maybe she just didn't see the zero. Okay, cool. Let's do opening credits then.
Oh, no.
So what is the vibe of the show? Camera style, imagery, tone, era, as well as the specific shots that introduce the characters and what song is playing.
I feel like it's one of those shows. It's like it's trying way, 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 way too hard to be like hip and trendy and current.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
What are all the buzzwords right now? We got to get the kids in on this sitcom. We got to get it. Kids, they love what? Homebrews and horror movies, right? Kids like that stuff, right? Zines. Kids love zines, man.
It's like the launch program for like some new streaming service.
Oh my God, yes.
The kids love their coffee shops. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, we watched Friends. It was great. Kids love that stuff.
Oh man.
Oh,
I know
what's the
that
name of the streaming
Tyler's
service?
I'd say
Oh,
painfully try hard.
Try hard.
Like-
Try hard streaming service.
painfully try hard, yes.
Like low budget, and every edit is like somebody tried a new option and Avid for it.
I think the streaming service is also called Try Hard, but they mean it ironically. But not.
The establishing shot of Tyler definitely has him picking up a puppy, and then like another one, and then another, and then like having too many and getting covered by puppies.
What song is playing?
Is it a song that is like throughout for all of us, or do we each?
That's for the theme song, yeah, for the
I
credits.
don't know.
I think it's the song I composed for Peter's sitcom, but
Oh
like
jeez.
a revamped modern hip hop version.
Oh no!
Amazing.
Remix,
Doing the best we can.
Doing the best we can.
unnecessary remix.
Unnecessary
Totally
remix.
modernized. It's like that thing's great, but it sounds too 90s. We need something that sounds hip and current.
Oh my god!
And they like fall
Yes,
short
we
of hip and
can.
current, and it just sounds like EDM from
Yeah.
like the early 2000s.
Oh,
They got someone who tried his best to sound like Will Smith and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of vibe, but
also trying the best they can.
Oh man.
Trying the best they can.
I think the credit shot of Bruce is like in the garage, like playing with the homebrew equipment and like something exploding and like, scrambling to get it back together.
and I think it's the same shot. From that shot, it pans over to a Charlie with like a sign that says "Pirate Radio on the air," and then the sign flickers and goes off, and he just looks over at you and shakes his head.
Like Parisa's shot is again at the cafe. Somebody swipes someone's drink order and dashes for the exit. Parisa is like up over the counter, sprinting after it, and then the coworkers are just holding her back.
Fantastic.
That's sort of Peter kind of kicking out from under her.
Going for broke.
Prep.
Great. We go to quick scenes then, alternating between the A plot and B plot. Who has an idea for a first scene for their plot side?
Let's see here. Um, I can see like Teresa and Charlie looking at a cheap laptop with a blinking dot on it, and Teresa saying, "No, it's not an AirTag."
Well, I mean, AirTag is technically a trademarked brand name, but everybody uses that term generically for any kind of small personal tracker. I know it's not technically an AirTag, but everyone's gonna call it an AirTag.
And then there's some techno babble though. This was I I ended up with a shipment of RFID powered things that anytime a phone is near it, it pings its location. And so Brittany just happened to have one, okay? And that means she's now, oh, I'm trying to think of the worst place for her to be.
How many does Charlie find in his bag right now? Is that what this is?
So we're watching it kind of move around a little map. Oh, and I think she's at the State House for some reason.
Is that why my Virtue Pay on my watch keeps popping up, getting activated?
Maybe. Who can tell? I think we're getting distracted from the main thing here.
Putting this thing on airplane mode. Speaking of which, did you know that that's a bunch of BS propagated by the companies too? Is you can use your cell phones and your watch on an airplane, does not affect any of the instruments. Mythbusters prove that. And you rename that stuff. Is all I'm saying. Airplane mode besmirches airplanes. Makes them sound all sensitive and like, oh, don't use your phone on airplanes. Gonna mess up. And no, it's not. Modern airplanes.
I like being cut off from the world.
All right, so you little thingy, show where Brittany is right now.
And then she's like having it draw up a map to the State House from where we are now.
Awesome. Let's switch to the B plot then, I guess.
Oh my God.
So we are getting together. So I think Bruce comes back with an armful of stuff from the print shop, both like flyers and beer labels. Like a bunch of like bad horror themed beer names. So which ones do you think people are going to buy the best? Scary Ale or Demon Blood? And which direction do you think we should go? Like more of like a haha light, or just like you're drinking blood?
Well, I mean, blood sounds really scary, and I don't think I would want to drink it.
Yeah, but like for like horror people, right? Like this is we're trying to hit the audience, right?
Well, if you wanted someone like me to drink it, I would drink a scary ale.
You have money to give us?
If I had money to give you, I would drink a scary ale.
But you don't, so I think that disqualifies you.
Do people with more money we're getting off topic.
I don't know. A lot of rich guys like are really into blood. They like, haven't you read articles about like people like taking like young people's bloods and having it injected? And I know it seems like a rich guy thing. Like blood, rich guys like blood, right?
I think there
Bruce,
is
I
an
don't-
unexpected knock at the door. You open the door,
Grab it. I'm gonna sort these out.
and there's a
Ah,
very pale, slick-haired, slightly off-putting man at the door who's like,
probably
sorry to
you,
bother you,
Bruce.
but I saw you had put out a sign that you were going to be having some kind of pre-sale for a real blood ale.
Yes. Come
Real
on
blood
in. Would
ale,
you
that's
like
cool.
a early
Did you just invite him in?
Gotta be more hospitable, Bruce.
I myself,
We're
I
not
am,
ready yet. We don't have the beer ready yet.
That's why we couldn't
That's
get
okay,
Grubhub
look,
last week because you wouldn't let them in.
I can help you get ready. I love finding myself little little pockets of unique brews that.
This guy looks really rich.
And
Yeah,
I saw the
we-
sign, but it didn't seem like you were actually open yet. But I thought if there's some way I might be able to.
Well, let me introduce you to the genius himself. Ladies, gentlemen, let me introduce the one, the only, Bruce.
Me. Yeah. Yeah, we're not actually selling the beer or like
Bruce, tell him about the
Pale Blood Ale, yeah.
how you sourced all the ingredients. You
Yeah,
know a
so-
lot about that.
I mean, is
hops
Real Blood
and-
Ale, is that just a name or does it use real blood?
No, that would totally throw off the pH.
Thought about
What
using
about the
real blood.
sourced
You know, there are
ingredients?
studies that show that real blood has great nutritional value.
I mean, maybe like in a smoothie or something, but this is like artisanal. Like, what was your name again?
Oh, Brad.
Brad. Um,
Yes.
You don't happen to be like a venture capitalist, are you?
I have ventured capital into many a small business, and
Oh yeah.
well, look, I'll be honest. I have a great fanaticism for homebrewed alcoholic drinks and anything horror related.
Well, you came to the right place. Wow.
Tyler pops back out with like a little tray and is like, I made tea just in case. He was like pouring little cups of tea for everyone. Yeah, no, don't mind me. I'll just you two get set up.
Cool. Let's go back to A plot.
2 sugars.
So where were we going for
I was saying the state
House.
house, whatever that means, like seat of government for the area.
What would Brittany be doing at the State House? Why is she? She didn't seem like she was very politically minded when she was living with us.
We're both just surrounded by like people in pristine suits passing by, harumping to each other about business. I mean, she had 5 jobs. This could
Well,
be
I
job
mean-
number 6.
I wouldn't think it'd be that easy to get employed at the State House. State House, I feel dirty just coming in here, all these big wigs.
You're doing- You do, Charlie, there's nothing morally wrong here. You're doing this on a task, on business. We're finding one of our own here.
That's true. But while we're here,
Little wins from Farisa.
I'm just saying, I feel it's our civic responsibility to like shout them to some things at Congressman Parkins' office because Congressman Parkins has been working against everything we all seem to collectively believe in the House, unless y'all are lying to me. I mean, it would be irresponsible of us to pass Congressman Perkins' office and not like hold him accountable, taking the task.
And I think she kind of gruffly nods and says, okay, 5 minutes, we'll see if we can get to talk to him. I'm sure this will be fine.
Congressman Perkins, we are your constituents. You owe it to us. We deserve our airtime.
Yes, if there's room in his schedule, the constituent would like to speak to him if he's.
Sorry, do you have an
available.
appointment with the senator? Congressman?
I,
What did we said? Perkins?
perhaps you've heard of Charlie's Manifesto, the local political DJ show that's on whatever frequency happens to be available at the time I'm broadcasting.
No. Is the senator a fan? He hasn't mentioned it. I'm sorry.
Well, look, Senator works for us. We're the people. I'm a people. Parisa here is a people. You're a people.
Great. Yeah, he works for lots of people. Can I get you on the schedule?
If the schedule is now,
Oh, let me see. We've got something 5 weeks from now. Thursday?
wait, I'm here right now.
What about Tuesday?
Congressman Perkins, you owe it to the people. You can't hide behind your giant doors
Oh,
of
no.
oak.
I'm sorry. He's in a very important meeting right now and can't be disturbed.
I bet he can.
I'd love to come back Tuesday.
All right, look, I'll tell you what. Maybe this conversation can wait till Tuesday if you can tell us where to find our friend Brittany. Brittany Rutledge. Brittany Rutledge just apparently just started a job here.
Sorry, I don't know her.
Probably like an intern or something.
Sure.
Well, how you know who we might ask? How we could find her here? It's a big building.
I mean, it's your friend, right? You should know.
Well, no, we hadn't talked to her in a while. That's why we wanted to catch up.
So are you stalking her?
No, we brought her a congratulations cheese tray. I thought you had the cheese tray, Parissa. Did you not get the cheese tray?
I did not get the cheese tray. She's gone missing. She's
Oh.
one of our housemates.
Well, if she's missing, then she wouldn't be here then.
Well, we have reason to believe she ended up here, so that's
Yeah,
where the trail leads.
Appointed us as like her emergency contacts, and so we have her location, which she gave to us in case of emergencies, and that shows her here at the State House.
Best of luck.
Thank you. See you Tuesday.
Just
Have
as
we
useless
established
as every other public servant.
Have we established that Charlie is no chill?
Does feel like that is the way it has been going, isn't it?
Fantastic.
I have an idea for our scene for the B
Yeah.
plot. I was like, it's just 5 more dogs, once around the block each. Bruce, I told Martha, my manager, that if I took some extra shifts, then she's gonna give us the shelter for your big ta-da. And what's better than a great opening with pets? And imagine how many pets will get adopted while people are buying your beer in advance, and we pay the rent. Easy.
Werewolf
3
loggers.
steps.
We could make them little
What?
werewolves. Dogs, werewolves, perfect match.
Oh, we cannot do that. Martha will be so upset.
Martha
Here,
doesn't-
hold this one.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, look
Oh,
at this.
careful.
He's
It's
vicious.
a
He's vicious.
little. Yeah, he's a little bitey.
I definitely think they're growling at Brad.
Oh no!
Okay, he's a new friend. He's going to help us out with a lot of money, right, Brad?
Hey, Brad, we do have a venue.
The dogs who are nice to everyone. That's unreal.
Here,
Dogs.
take these. I've got to go scoop some poop.
Okay,
They do not seem to like me much.
that's okay. Dogs are fickle. You know how they are. They're notoriously not loyal. Fickle. I'm more of a snake guy myself, but Lise won't let me have it here. So theoretically, I'm a snake guy.
You're right.
Oh, it bit me.
Oh yeah, sorry. You should
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, it's bleeding. Let me.
Yes, you could use this if you want.
I don't know if that's hygienic. We should probably, if we're gonna go that route, which we haven't decided we're gonna go yet, we should probably do it in like a medical setting, I guess.
All you gotta do is pasteurize it. It'll be fine. Do you pasteurize beer? How does that work? I don't know. I don't make beer.
Oh yeah. Well, let me tell you all about it.
Oh no!
Guys, I've been thinking. I know the blood thing is it's a gimmick that might draw people in. I just don't know if I feel comfortable about it. What if it could be like stage blood?
Or we could just use like the corn syrup. Like we could use that instead of we could make like a sweet beer, I guess. Yeah. Red Moon
Fake
Ale.
alcohol as well.
What's that?
So are you going to use fake alcohol as well?
No, that's what the sugar's for.
I'm telling you, the blood is what's going to set your product apart, sir.
There's really nothing in blood that's going to make it alcoholic, though.
Well, no, that's not the alcohol portion I was saying.
Maybe we do
Fake
like
blood is akin to using fake alcohol.
Bloody Marys. You can have like a beer and a shot of blood, and it could be tomato juice.
I like that. That sounds good. And
All right.
And besides, we're not making any beer yet anyway, right? We're just making the bottles. We're just kind of spitballing ideas, whichever ones work, then we'll make that beer. So, I mean, if you buy up all the real blood ale, then I guess that's what we're making.
All right, you two are savvy business people. I'll tell you what. I've written 2 figures on that piece of paper. The first one is if you choose to go this way with fake blood, which I just don't think is going to be the snagging niche you want. The second figure is if you use real blood.
Those
is
figures
a lot of dog treats.
not very similar. Wow.
They are different.
Either
And
way, I'll help you out.
imagine all the good we could do with a little bit of sacrifice. Bruce, you're always telling me, Tyler, you're too uptight, you care too much about the animals. The zine does not have to be pure art. It could be something that actually talks about the state of human
You can totally use AI to
condition.
make that. You don't have to do any work at all.
I still disagree there, but what I do agree with is that sometimes we might need to cut some corners in order for a greater good. I think it would be okay to use blood in the beer. I've changed my mind.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Maverick time. Let's use
I think
real
the
blood
whole
beer.
time a dog has been humping Tyler's leg.
Real blood, rear. We're gonna do hair of the dog. We're gonna put real dog hair in it for the werewolf beer, and I don't know. We'll figure out something for mummies, I guess.
This is brilliant.
Do
So now
we-
you found your niche, like one real ingredient related to each flavor.
Right.
Wonderful.
This is an imaginary tasting party where people are going to be drinking out of invisible bottles. I don't
could be
know if the
literally
ingredients
anything.
are really good.
Yeah,
So we're
we
going to
don't
do like
actually have to
Ipper's
make
New
it, we can do
Clothes kind of
anything.
thing.
They're buying the idea of the beer. That's the smart.
They're buying the idea of the beer.
The
Is
more
that the
interesting the
future?
idea, the more beer they'll buy.
Exactly.
Oh, Bruce, you took that. What was it? Design-based thinking course that
Yeah,
one
on
time.
Coursera. Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that it was kind of overrated because you had actually heard some other theory.
Oh yeah, I think it's I don't know if I was so I mean
Oh,
theory
no.
of the design-based thinking is thinking about design when really you should just go from your gut. I think I haven't read the studies, but I hear there's a lot of studies that prove that like kind of going with your first instinct is probably the best idea. And although my first instinct was to balk at using real blood, I think it's actually a great idea.
Okay, point at which one, and holds up the paper with the 2 numbers. All right, first instinct, point, 3, 2, 1.
Bigger number.
Scene.
And I've unlocked my Maverick. Let's go back to B.
I can't tell which one I am yet.
Oh yeah, I'm not there yet. What is it? I remember every little preference. Oh, and by the way, the edit away from that scene is just like grainy clip art of dogs appearing with musical barking sounds. And when they come away, they revealed. Yeah, I think my ability to remember every little preference or every detail. Yeah, I think we can come in with the door to the senator's office slamming shut behind us. And Fariza saying, I bet she's working security here. No, think about it. She said, like, all of her jobs were sort of circling that. She was at the clothing store. She said that she was just monitoring people for theft. And then she did actually have that security position at the kids' palace. And just think about how she acts around the house and a cutaway to like a series of Brittany just like being a complete cop in the household.
Go to people.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet if we just got the attention of the security around here,
Oh,
that would center straight to us.
I got you. Find me an empty office.
There was one 3 doors back on the left.
And it's like, oh, okay, hold on, let me take a look here. Oh, this is perfect. I know this phone system. It's very similar to the intercom systems they use on the A492 big jet airliner.
The what?
The A492 big jet airliner. They have a similar intercom system that they use in this office, that they use, to talk to the passengers on the plane.
Riza is genuinely flummoxed that there's a weird little detail that somebody knows that she's never even close to. She doesn't ask further questions because it's just like, oh,
I'm willing to bet
outmatched.
they probably are just using the same intercom codes. So pound 1411 would be full broadcast. Let's find out.
But what will you say?
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Immediately, I think you hear speakers kick up everywhere. And it's like, this is Charlie on the pirate radio broadcasting here at the State House.
And also
Looking.
Riza.
We just wanted to do a public service by saying, if any of y'all wait, what did I say her name was? Brittany Rutledge.
Brittany Rutledge, yeah.
If any of y'all encounter a Brittany Rutledge, you might want to steer clear. She's looking for a place to live. She walked out on a lease, leaving us on the hook. I think this is me, by the way. I think this is me using my coin to try and resolve this.
Yeah, go and flip it.
Favor, yeah.
Do you have a phone or do you have an app on your phone that can play sound effects as you're?
Oh, of course. And I think it's like playing my background music that I composed myself in GarageBand. It's for my radio show background music. Now, Brittany Rutledge still has, according to the law, a 3-day grace period to make good on that rent that she owes. Let me see. I guess I'll roll to see how this goes.
Yeah, flip it.
Let's flip it. So 1 is a fail, and 2 is or 1's a twist. 2 is a success. I got a 1. It's a twist.
Twist it.
Oh no!
What's our plot twist that happens here?
You're surrounded by security.
There you go. I think of that turned to Paris. I was like, you wanted to get the attention of security.
Step 1 complete.
Fantastic. Yeah, so I think we are now putting labels on the beer bottles.
By the way, the cut back is like a ramped up, sped through, like drone shot of the neighborhood zooming up to the house.
Too fish-eyed.
As you were, sorry.
I'm just like slow, like by hand putting these labels on the bottle and making sure they're right.
What do you think the maximum amount of blood you could put in a beer is before someone would taste it?
So do you drink a lot of blood?
No.
You're talking like you drink blood, or you know what tastes. You seem really fixated on the actual blood part.
It's got many minerals and nutrients, I hear.
Sure. So
You know what? You can make one special batch for the tasting, and you can use my blood.
wow.
I've been thinking about it all day, and there's like an amount of blood you can lose without dying.
People donate blood all the time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. I'll flip my coin. Flip the coin. Google.
That way there's one real drink for the party.
How do you
I got
unlock
ahead.
your coin again?
What's that?
How do you unlock your coin again?
By
choosing
answering
your-
your question, are you
Oh, okay, yeah.
friend or bitter foe?
Right. Thank you.
So heads.
And you're doing it for our like track.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that
cool.
means that that
Where'd
means
you roll?
works. I roll the heads.
Oh, you rolled the
Okay.
heads. So that means we've now established that y'all's thing will work and our thing
Oh, no.
will fail.
Right. I think Brad is actually an expert phlebotomist.
Oh no.
I think he had a kit and was ready.
Yeah, you had your kit thrown in.
No.
It's like, let's get this done, and then
But you know, if I
Oh,
became a
guys,
venture
I get
capitalist,
really
I worked as a volunteer phlebotomist at a blood bank.
wow, that's really great. So yeah, I'll just
I
take all
think I'm
this.
gonna lie down.
Yeah, well, let me get you some juice. I guess I'll start. I mean, it's going to take a couple weeks to brew, but like we can just go full on the Real Blood brew labels, I guess. Not have to worry about these other ones. Do you need anything else, Tyler? You, it looks like you're a little pale.
Can I get you a cookie?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
get
you're like,
Tyler a cookie.
You have any cookies in the house?
Yeah, we have cookies.
I'll go to the kitchen.
Wait,
and look for
Bruce,
cookies.
before you go, stay by my side.
Okay. Yeah, Brad, they're easy to find. There's in the cupboard there. There's some Oreos.
This is my last.
You're gonna yeah. Oh,
I want you to tell the others.
Mhm.
Write this
Piano
down.
music.
okay.
And I didn't think I really liked you at first, but you've really come through. And Parisa, she tells the truth. It just like it kind of fades off, but it's just like Tyler saying goodbye to everyone.
Gauzy
Goodbye.
lens
I
view
didn't
of
love you
color.
all. I didn't even like you all. But we were a house.
You've lost like a pint of blood, and you're gonna be fine.
Oh,
From the kitchen, you hear a,
No, I'm gonna go get that dog. Hang on.
Oh no.
sorry for what I said about you.
We'll come back to that.
I think I've established myself as bitter foe at this point.
Nice.
Um,
of
I think I'm a
Brittany?
sweetheart
Is that
then.
what you're
I think
thinking?
I
Yeah.
just discovered.
Well,
uh,
now that's been established, the coins are out of the picture, right? Now that
Right,
we've
right.
established who
So
wins and who
y'all
loses.
will show how your plan fails. We'll get back together and see how they kind of like cancel out to get us back to start.
um,
So I guess that means you do not find Brittany.
well, or we do find Brittany and it doesn't accomplish what we thought it would.
Right,
Is
right.
how I'd like to go with it.
Yeah, basically, we're
You
not going
should
to
have.
we're not going to get our back rent out of her. is
Yeah.
for sure. And then whatever other consequences you want to have.
Maybe you're in like the security office, like you're sitting there waiting for someone to come in, and Brittany comes in, and she's
Yeah.
like clearly this is not her first day at security. She's not like she's like a supervisor.
Or someone else who has who picked up her purse that day or something. But I like the idea of her being the supervisor.
How are you? Yeah, I think Teresa is immediate. Like we can cut in on how are you a supervisor?
Nick, do you want to play a Brittany?
No, you can do it.
Okay. So Parisa Charlie, I was hoping you wouldn't have to see me like this.
You had 5 jobs.
I had 5 cover jobs.
Oh. You've been working for the man the whole time?
Yes. Although I
Say to
can't.
the barista's like, Brittany's the man.
I'm working for the man. I'm the woman behind the man.
Does class tradering pay well enough?
No, it does not. Unfortunately, this is for duty's sake. In fact, I've invested quite a bit of my own money in the operation.
The operation? Operation like medical or the operation like what's going on?
No. Like, tracking down the real source of,
I think Teresa just takes a step back. This is a Charlie question.
Charlie, I mean, this building is rife with corruption, right?
Yes. Yes,
Exactly.
it is. starting with that Congressman Perkins.
Wow. I mean, you saw how extensively I took notes at the house. I have a file on Perkins a mile long. In fact,
yeah.
I've run out of funds, so I'm afraid my investigation can't continue, and Perkins is just going to walk. I mean, unless you can help me out somehow.
So you're paying to hold down a job. I think Parisa just looks very confused.
Yes, yeah, these uniforms aren't cheap.
Look, Parisa, this is important. This is important work. What if? Okay, look, hear me out. What if we raise rent by $50 a month, and that goes to help fund exposing this corruption?
You know, this is not only my last day at the house, like this is my last day here. I don't think I can, I mean, without another $100 at least, I don't think I can make it another day.
Hold on, let me see. I got 62 on me. You got any cash? You got any cash? This is our chance to make a difference. You know how, like, when you make a donation and you don't know where it goes. You don't know where a donation goes. We don't know if it's doing any good. This is our chance to know that our donations are doing some direct good.
My wallet is full of suspicion.
Here's a great start. I can take that. Look, you guys just sit tight here. I'll be right back, and you will be on the street. And as soon as you can say lickety split, and she pockets the money and walks out. I think you see, like, there's a shot of her like walking into the alley, taking off the uniform, and just like taking off down the street.
I feel good about what we did here today.
Did we just bribe our way out of prison?
And she left the door open. Yeah.
I wonder if Bruce can cover me for rent this month.
Oh no.
Let's do the final scene where we're all together and somehow it all washes out.
I think, can we have the last scene be at the at the beer tasting?
Yeah, like a cheer, like it opens on like a cheers.
Clink.
With a bunch of empty
Everyone
bottles.
has a tiny bit in each glass.
Oh
Damn,
no.
Bruce, this is actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's better than I thought. I had to do a little bit of magic, but you know, I mean, not real magic, but
You
like,
see if I don't drink it.
yeah.
I think Parisa is like, what do you know?
But that Brad guy really came through.
Brad?
Yeah, did you not meet Brad? He was here. I swear he was
Who's
here.
Brad?
Brad, the guy with the hair and the cape and the
Oh, is that who you were talking to the whole time?
who I was talking to. But he took your blood.
What?
Is that what I got these marks from?
But you didn't see
I
him?
thought it was a vampire.
Hey, can y'all cover my rent this month?
I mean,
Yeah,
with the
Bruce, I
blood-
was gonna ask you.
I mean, if Brad isn't here with the check that he promised, then
I'm just pulling your leg, man.
oh god.
You love horror. I was trying to set up a horror situation for you. I don't care.
No.
It's not my fault. I don't understand this genre.
Yeah, it's a different genre. The genre would be like if you turned into a vampire and we had to decide whether you were. So it was like a yeah. Oh wow.
I would
This
kill
was
you
like a
immediately.
psychological horror thing you were doing, or a ghost
Thanks,
story, I guess.
Marissa.
Sorry.
How I mean,
Hey,
there's
I
lots
think
of different-
Tyler goes, thanks.
There's lots of different rules depending on the vampire movie. I mean, we do have Tyler does have marks on their arm and is missing some blood.
Yeah, but it's a phlebotomy needle. It's not on the neck or anything. It's just it's a very. If he's a vampire, he's a very proper. Do you think he's a vampire? I never really got that vibe from him.
Really sterile. That guy drinks blood.
Wow. Well, I mean, he gave us this check for $150, so I think that I mean it was either 150 or 20. So
Yeah.
cover the entire rent, but I think it's gonna cover part of your rent. I guess we can all pull together.
Yeah, as long as we could all do exactly what we were gonna do.
Hey, why
Not
is there
be
garlic all
62
over the floor in the kitchen?
Just in case.
Great. I think that's doing the best they can.
Yeah, you think you see that Tyler was like wearing a giant cross.
The whole time.
That's the whole game.
Wow.
What a ride.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. It's fun.
Oh.
Good improv format.
Brittany is now our nemesis for the entire show.
I feel like they're like every or like many episodes will have her like in a different position, just scamming the next out of. It's like, oh yeah, that thing was a cover, but this is what I'm really doing.
That's what I'm
I
really
just
doing.
need $50, man.
Yeah, I should forward this to the improvised sitcom cast.
Oh yeah, they would love this.
Stars and wishes.
Oh, yeah.
Start with Peter, I guess.
Yeah, I guess star for Heath. I know I was playing kind of a direct and often negative character, but thank you for I can always feel myself being lifted and helped along by other performers when I go that direction. And yeah, absolutely star for everyone for committing hard to their characters. Star for Mark and Heath for taking on secondary characters to hop in. Mark, I really love Brittany. It's just like so many steps ahead of everybody else.
Brittany's the Kaiser Soze of this
Oh, of this show. And stars for everybody for I love the vibe of the show that we arrived at on the Try Hard streaming service.
Try hard. Cool. Nick.
Yeah, this was super fun. I really liked the game and the mechanics and loved all the characters y'all created. Yeah, my wish is to read the rules.
Yeah.
Because
It's like-
now I was like, oh, it seemed to
innovative.
work. Why did it work? Was it just us, or was it being like how it was being supported? So now I'm curious to read the rules.
Yeah, it's very quick.
And yeah, it's a great game.
Awesome.
Good to play.
Peace.
Buddy, great. Thanks for everybody for rolling with Brad. In my mind, I mean, obviously it could have gone anywhere. In my mind, Brad was just someone who thinks he's a vampire.
Yeah, clearly.
But then at first I was like, did I just think this too weird? But I'm like, it's a sitcom. Stuff like that happens all the time in sitcoms.
Yeah.
Ooh, the vampire. And everybody just rolled with it perfectly. Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of fun. It is very interesting. Hopefully, I'd be curious to hear from Peter and Nick's point of view, like if that somehow, if the system somehow feels like, did you feel shortchanged by the fact that like once it's been established what succeeds and what fails, that coins are just out of the picture, like that mechanic is gone. So it's like basically y'all didn't get to participate in the coin mechanic at all.
I didn't mind, and once I knew that ours was going to fail, that felt kind of liberating. Like, okay, I don't have to worry about kind of keeping the ball in the air or anything. I just get to see how this gets screwed up for us.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think I was not really sure when to use the coin, so
I was
even better because Mark did it.
I had zoned out during the coin mechanic explanation. So.
Like when you think you're doing the thing, flip it. That's about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. When we
Yeah,
did the blood,
basically,
okay,
once you think you've established which one of the two things you are, you unlock your coin.
Oh, cool.
And then in a subsequent scene, you can't do it at the same time you unlock it. Then you can use your coin to basically to try to win the path or whatever.
Yeah, I thought it worked well.
But then once
it was like, okay, cool, now I know what to do.
Which one wins, which one loses, the coins are now just the dead mechanic that's no longer used.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I find that interesting. Well, I was fine with it. I thought it was fine, but I was just curious if it's just interesting to have a mechanic that just
Like,
then goes away. Once it's like, okay, no more coins, we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, neat. Cool. Well, thanks for jumping into something
What about
new.
you, Mark? What did you
Yeah.
like?
This is the second
Tell
time
us
I've
how
played.
good we did. We need
Hey, did
affirmation.
This is the second time I've played the rent one. Totally. Well, we did go off. The other team did go after Brittany the other time, but it was totally different. But yeah, it was good. What was it? I don't remember the other time. We had some other. Oh, we were interviewing housemates. That's what it was. And so we had like a bunch of like
Oh yeah.
interview scenes, and it was one of the housemates' old boyfriend, and so yeah, it was good. So yeah, they're like same setup, completely different things. So that's really, we just like ran with their shit. It was great.
It's kind of, yeah, it almost feels like in some weird ways, the anti-good society. Like it's so not fiddly and so simple. And just like, it's
Is that it?
one page of
It's
instructions.
like-
It's like, let's go, let's do this. Bam, we're
Do a
done.
thing. Okay.
Oh, and also
Opening shot can do.
Done.
random tangent. The weird noise you probably heard in the stream. I'm trying to figure out what it was, and I think it's that my Ghostbusters proton wand is haunted.
Sure.
I just got back home last night from house sitting and stuff, and last night and today it's just sitting on my shelf, and every now and then we'll just like make noises. Just I'm like, what is happening? And I was trying to figure out what the noise was, and
You have
and
to
I was
get
like,
the
I
ghost
think
out of it
it's-
after you.
Battery
shoot
going.
the
I
ghost.
think it's
Yeah.
my proton wand making weird random noises, even though it's turned off.
Mhm.
Weird.
Yeah, my lightsaber does that.
Yeah. We did the seance thing, and that's one of the things they actually do. Like they will take a thing and like just barely have the battery in or have dying batteries in it, and then like when something goes on, they're like, oh, there's a ghost here.
Oh.
Except they took themselves. It was really nice to get a seance workshop by people who kind of take themselves seriously.
Yeah,
Oh.
It was like at the witchy dance studio that I go to,
Um,
and they're all
oh.
like, "We are witches."
yeah.
I love
real
it so
witches.
much. But they were, yeah. But the seance thing, I was like,
Makes the
Yeah,
news.
but-
That's what it was. Yeah.
"You also believe it? Okay, like that. That's a great trick."
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the podcasts
Yeah,
I listened to
okay.
talks about how common trick is like if you just like you screw the flashlight head on like just enough so it's barely making contact, so it's kind of it'll
So
feel
the-
on and off.
The heat will make it expand or contract, and then
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, all right.
yeah.
Oh,
Ghost.
wait, we're still streaming. We love you, Minx and Muse.
Yeah, it makes the news great.
Oh no.
Austin Seance, we're watching you.
Austin Seance, we know
We know your tricks.
your tricks. You taught them to us. We paid for it. It was nice.
You
It was a great
literally
evening.
told us.
we know the tricks you taught us.
It was fun.
It was a lovely evening out, actually.
was.
Yeah,
Oh.
highly recommend going to any of their things.
I really feel like these characters should go to that. Go to a seance.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Tyler weeping the whole time because of all the dead animals in the world.
Oh no.
I just thought about how many animals must be dead.
I can sense all of them.
It's a lot.
I did. Oh, I don't know if this is just a wish really. So I just thought of though it was interesting. Did anybody else work your big secret at all?
a little bit.
I was gonna admit it while I was like really drained of blood, but it didn't actually make sense. and
You
I
guys
thought
take
about
care
it.
of my mom for me.
I
Yeah,
was getting
I
ready
maybe should have
to,
done that. Yeah.
like, since mine was, I was about to move out of the country and leave the household. Like there were opportunities for it, but
Yeah, I didn't really know.
I did like your
what-
reference to the plane.
Well, that's just it. I just kept trying to drop references. Like he seems to know a lot about planes. Weird,
Oh, I missed that. Oh, that's awesome.
because my life dream is to become an airline pilot, but it feels foolish.
Oh.
You did a good job of referencing Bruce's secret too, or somebody did. Of like, Bruce will pay mine.
Oh yeah, that was me. When I was like,
Oh,
"You should
yeah,
cover
yeah.
me for rent."
That's a good reminder that we can reference each other's.
True.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I was gonna admit it when I was feeling woozy and thought I was dying.
Yeah, be quiet.
Ah.
Phone
Cool.
noises.
We're off, or I'm out next week because I'll be in Chicago teaching horror.
Oh yeah.
workshop.
Yay.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll figure out
That'd be
what
cool.
we're doing next. After that,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
not
the-
the 11th.
The 18th
Not
I'm good, but then the next two after that I'm out.
cool. We'll make it.
25th and 1st.
And I think I posted about the conflicts that I found.
Yeah.
Now that all
Yeah,
of
we'll
the
miss the
second season
first.
of Wayward is up and running.
Yeah, we'll be out the first for Miskatonic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, we'll work it out.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Wait, as you said, the second season of Wayward's up?
Oh yeah, the shows have been posted, and
Awesome.
thanks. Yeah, I was planning to repost that on Monday probably just to get some visibility on it. But yeah,
Mhm.
I am helping out with a Agatha Christie show, and then got Improvised Bridesmaids, and I may have talked about this before. And then there's somebody is doing a Power Rangers show that Lindsay is going to
yeah.
go to absolute town on. And then we're doing
man.
Wanderlust to finish out the season.
That'll be cool.
Good times.
Stop streaming boo so we can talk.
Oh yeah, goodbye
shit.
streaming. Bye.
Bye, internet.
Stop live stream.
It's gonna
Bye.
be